the fire that enables us to burn out our pride, our selfishness, and the impurities that are within us. May it be the flame that brings warmth to our hearts, warmth to our families, our neighbours, our friends, and all those around us, and those we meet on our life's journey, and all those who need it most. Asking now to join me in sending out love and light to all those in need of healing. Loving thoughts and prayers create a strong healing energy that can reach all around the world to all the people and places that need it most. I will begin by reading from our church healing book and then offer a prayer. And tonight our prayers are asked for Chris, Molly, Carol, Reg, Yvonne, Pam, Darren, Claire, Darren, Talia, Freddie, Alfie, Lorraine, Martin, Peggy, Shirley, Mark and Dennis, June, Eve and Sue, Carol and Bill, Stephanie, Terry, Brenda, Richard, Fran, Peggy, Joan, Peter, Colin, Cyril, Veronica, Jenny W, Jenny S, Jill, Chris C, Justin, Rocky, David, Dennis, Ron, Steve B and Julie, Ryan, Jim and Jackie, Sylvia, Gabriel, Giovanni, John, Joe, Paul, Sam, Hannah, Danielle, Wilkins family, Nolan family and the Aldridge family, Ken, Alison, Amelia, Bethany, Toby 1 and 2, Hilary, Brandy, Rita, Bruce, Laura, Zoe, Claire, David, Luella, Bethany, Amelia, Ken, Alison, John Jr., Tony Jr., Tony Sr., Riley, David, Jill, Simon, Diane, Frank, Debbie, Carol, John, Iris, Daisy, Roger and family, Dave and Debbie. Dear Heavenly Father, 1 minute, I've missed the ones online here, 1 minute. Karen Gibbons, and healing for herself, Jeffrey, Victoria and the cats. Healing for Sarah and Irene. Healing for Rebecca Whelan and her injured seagull. Chloe Curtis, Wendy, Paul Mooley, Teddy, Terry Ramsey, the Botham family, the Beaumont family, Joanne and Victoria, Brenda Forster, and all our animal kingdom. We'll now have 1 minute silence so that you can send out your own personal thoughts and prayers to all those who are in need and those whose names we have read tonight. And any you may now think of in your own thoughts. And this will be broken by the singing of the hymn, Gracious Spirit, the words of which are in the front of your hymn book. I invite Peter to bring us our Bible reading for this evening. Yeah, while you're up here. Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
All right.
You're wired up now, right?
That's right, yeah. Evening all. Nice to see so many here with all the roads up. And welcome to those online. Tonight's reading is Unity in the Body of Christ. Our readings have been very much based on faith and love, and rightly so, as they're about the most important lessons we are here to learn. They embrace our relationship with God and all our activities here on earth. Last week's reading, God's love and ours, was very descriptive in all that comes from God in love. And we must learn to be likewise in all our endeavours. Tonight's reading takes out a little bit further in the scripture, unity in the body of Christ. Through Jesus the Christ, we are urged to make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. There is only one body and one Spirit, one God. Through Christ, we're all one in God, and He is in us. We are here as God's people for works of service. I see this as going back to Genesis, when God gave man rule over all the earth. Within these few words, works of service is boundless and everlasting in the love and care of all God's creations. And the message in the reading is to live life worthily and of the calling we received. Jesus the Christ came to teach and show us the way and has never left us and never will. That is the unity of the body of Christ. Through Him, the whole body joined and held together, that builds itself up in love as each part does its work of service, as decreed by God in the beginning. Tonight's reading is from Ephesians 4, unity in the body of Christ. As a prisoner of the Lord, then I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have been received. Be completely humble and gentle, Be patient, bearing all with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. There is one body and one Spirit, just as you were called to one hope when you were called. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all. But to each one of us, grace has been given as Christ apportioned it. This is why it says, when he ascended on high, he took many captives and gave gifts to his people. What does he ascended mean, except that he also descended to the lower earthly regions? He who discerned is the very one who ascended higher than all the heavens in order to fill the whole universe. So Christ himself gave the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, the pastors, and the teachers to equip his people for works of service, so that the body of Christ may be built up until we all reach unity in the faith and in the knowledge of the Son of God, and become mature, attending to the whole measure of the fullness of Christ. Then we will no longer be infants, tossed back and forth by the waves and blown here and there by every wind of teaching, and by the cunning and craftiness of people in their deceitful scheming. Instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become, in every respect, the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. From him, the whole body, joined and held together by every supporting ligament, grows and builds itself up in love as each part does its work. God bless that reading, and thank you. And on history.
Thank you, Peter. Let's release you. Off you go.
Thank you.
It's now time for those of you who are watching us online to leave us here in church and be joined by Diane, Claire and Thor, who will guide you through the rest of our service. We thank you for joining us tonight and look forward to seeing you again soon. And our second hymn tonight is number 40.
Hello everybody, good evening. I hope you're all well and having a good summer so far and having a nice weekend. As always, we just start the evening off with just a short prayer just as we open up the online service for you all, and then Thor will go into a nice address for you. So if you'd like to join me in prayer. Divine Spirit, may we ask you to draw close this evening to thin the veil between the two worlds, that of spirit and of humankind. Please allow Thor and I to be the pure, clear channel for Spirit to bring forward those much needed messages, those reunions of love and healing. As always, we work with the love, the truth and the light of Spirit. And may we now leave that service in your capable hands. Amen.
Good evening. Okay, I shall follow that with a short address, which I'd like to... The subject I'd like to talk about this evening is self-care. Self-care is something which we do not, if you like, as spiritual people, we do not tend to spend a lot of time on. And for that reason, I thought it was quite important to have a quick sort of discussion, really, on the fact, and also with regard to sort of along the lines, if you like, if we would like to look for an example, along the lines of the captain of the aircraft, for anybody who's flown before, actually saying, always make sure you put on your mask before you assist anybody else. If we, us as spiritual people, we like to assist. We like to know, we're proud that we actually give our love, our time, our attention to others. In many cases, and on many occasions, it can be to the detriment of ourselves, but that's okay in a measured amount. It's important that if we are to maintain our strength, our energy, our power, if you like, and our ability to assist others, we need to just make sure that we do the same with ourselves. So really working upon that, if you like, I'd like to actually say, okay, where do we start with that? Right. Okay, there's the obvious areas. Eat well, sleep well. At the moment, in this particular weather, drink well. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Keep yourself hydrated, keep yourself well, keep yourself strong, keep that energy going. We all know how we feel after a long, hot day if we haven't had enough to drink, enough to eat. So eat well, and I'll go a little further on the eating in a moment, but we'll take that slightly differently. So mentally, stimulation. Read. Do something that you really enjoy. Hobbies, interests. Keep yourself moving. Okay, by all means, help other people, but take that time for yourself. That time is very, very important. It helps you become yourself, know yourself, be yourself. And a lot of us lose ourselves in time with others in order to not take a good look at ourselves. So that time is very, very important to us. Emotionally, a lot of us hold things in. We don't tell people. We're worried about placing the burden on another's shoulders with regard to if you've got a concern about something or worry about something. A problem shared. Don't hesitate to actually, the spiritual people, we're always in an environment, a community where we're surrounded by people who wish to help. And if we're at a time of need, those people in many cases will actually see that need. And don't be afraid to put that out there, to speak out, to ask for assistance. Set boundaries. There's times with all of us at the moment, particularly in this environment, where the word no doesn't seem to come to us very naturally. It should do. We should do that for us. It's very important. Also, with regard to anger, we must set anger aside. There are times, for example, those who are actually attending the service in church at the moment will have actually most likely have had quite a journey to actually get in today, because there's a lot of closed roads, a lot of rediversions. Don't let those get you. Use that time. That time's time for contemplation. Drive carefully, drive gently. You'll get there on time. That'll be fine. And the world will work with you. Spiritually, once again, finding yourself, meditation, doing something you enjoy, bringing time for yourself, connection with others, spend time with others. It's community. That's important. And connecting with others, never ever feel that you're a burden. You're not a burden. You help others. Others will help you. It's a beautiful circle of how things work. And my favourite, time in nature. We all underestimate nature and how good it is for us. We consider ourselves separate from nature in this day and age. We are not. We are part of nature, and nature is a part of us. And if we spend time in nature, relaxing, enjoying the birds around us, spotting the little things, seeing the little deals that happens around us, that's valuable. That's important time. And that's energy. But that beauty can create energy within us and enlighten us. Music, another big favourite of mine. Take some time for yourself, enjoy that music and bring that spirit up, raise your vibration. So just to say, really, I'll keep this short now, is self-care is not a selfish thing. It's something we all feel that if we're taking time for ourselves, we're taking time from others. We are not. We are empowering ourselves to give more time and more energy to others. A healthy mind helps you work healthily with others. Working with, if you have a healthy mind, the way you present yourself is almost an example to others as well. If you come on to, like us coming on here today, if we come on here with a sad face, then potentially we could leave you going away with a sad face. If we smile, then that smile, I think Spike Milligan once actually wrote a poem about a smile being contagious. It is. You pass that smile on, you give someone a smile, a stranger in the street, give them a smile, and hopefully they'll carry that smile with them. They may pick up that smile. they move to the next person. That smile passes on, and everybody is uplifted. So self-care, extremely important, and be that example for others. Look after yourself, and others will follow your example. That's all I have to say on the subject. So we can move forward on the mediumship now. I think Claire may have a couple of words just to say how we work for those who haven't seen us before, and I hope that's given a positive message to them.
Okay, so good evening, everybody, and that was a lovely address, Paul. Thank you. So just to say, for those of you who have not seen Thor and I working together before, we do tend to double link with our spirit connections, which is a nice way of working because it gives you a rounded message. So say if I bring forward, say, Dad for somebody, I might get the loving father part and the playtime with the children and everything else about Dad, but Thor might get the bits about cars or the motorbikes or the manly sort of sports and things like that. So it's nice just to have that sort of bounce from each other, just to sort of get the different elements of the personality of the spirit that we're bringing forward. Because I always think with descriptions, whilst they're really, really helpful, you know, if we can give that, of course we will. But just, you know, like when you think about, say, for example, a loved one, and you think, well, how tall are they? They might look to you tall, but to other people, they might appear shorter. So it's very, very subjective. So we do like to really delve into the personality of the person. We hope that that gives you the sort of information to work with to say, actually, yeah, that does sound really like my loved one there. So when we bring spirit forward, one of us will start the connection and then the other will join in, and we'll give as much information as we can. If you feel that this does sound like somebody that you recognise, please do. Could you put some comments in just so that we know that who we're working with? Because sometimes we might get drawn to a name, but not always. So we tend to work with just putting information out there and hoping that it fits with somebody. So, okay, on that note, I'm not going to hang around because I've got somebody itching to come forward. And I know this gentleman has patiently been waiting whilst we've been talking. So I know this gentleman is Dad. And I feel with him that he would have passed under the age of 65 because he feels quite sort of young and energetic when he passes to spirit. I know that with him, there is an issue around the head. I'm not quite sure if we're talking about a stroke or a brain aneurysm there, but I know that there is something going on with the head that led to his passing. He talks about having collapsed at work before he passes. And I know that this gentleman is a dad to 2 children. I did hear the name of Jeff with this gentleman as well, but I don't know if that is his name that he's bringing forward or a name that would be recognised by the person this is connected for. It might well be a name of somebody that is on the earth plane who this person would be connected to. Sometimes when spirit give names, it can be a little bit confusing because we're never quite sure whether that name is their name. They don't always tell us, oh, it's my name is this. And sometimes it can be a name on the earth plane there. So
It may even be the person they're looking for.
yes. So do we have any Jeffs or anybody that would know the name of Jeff? So Angela Martina, you can take this information. Okay. So would this be Dad to you, or you would know this gentleman that he is a father? Because he's very, very proud of that fact of the 2 children. I'm not quite sure if there's son, daughter, or 2 daughters just yet. I'll just try and get into that. But he's very much a proud man, and I know that he was very much a provider for his family. That is of utmost importance to him. You can take this as Dad. Okay, thank you. And does the name of Carol resonate around you as well? Because I just heard the name of Carol. So again, maybe that may be somebody in spirit now, or it may be somebody on the earth plane, but hopefully that name will resonate with you there as well. Oh, your partner is Jeff. Okay. Thank you, Karen. Let's just see who this is sitting with us. I'll give some more information there. I feel this gentleman to be quite energetic. As I say, I feel like he's always on the go, and he's a type of gentleman that would always be willing to help other people. He's a type of guy that if you needed a shelf putting up, he wouldn't hesitate to say, oh, don't worry, I'll do it. Don't get somebody round and pay somebody to do it. I will come and help you with that. He's very much into his music because as I see him dressed, I know that he wears like dark T-shirts with band names and things like this on it. You getting his together?
Yes,
yeah? Okay.
I am. He's quite a physical chap. Like Claire said, he's quite physical.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm getting with him is he's very, very capable with regard to, I'm almost getting moving things about, moving equipment about, use of a vehicle, very much in packaging. moving things. I don't think it was deliveries or anything like that. I think this gentleman was actually almost in the background, actually doing things. But like Claire said, very physical. As a character, a very loving gentleman, very caring gentleman, very stern, mind you, but also very good morals. Okay, so Angela's saying maybe it's not her.
Maybe it's not you.
Okay, so this gentleman, just to continue, very good morals. He wouldn't actually step up necessarily if he thought other people were stepping off the line, but he would actually he would always make sure that he stepped to the line and actually behaved, and would never. He may say a few comments just to bring things back into line, but he wouldn't actually necessarily push himself out there. Do you agree with me? He was quite interesting. He was almost a peacemaker, rather than anything else.
Yeah, I know this gentleman, he enjoyed visits to the pub. I'm not saying that he's a big drinker by any stretch, but it's almost more like meals out with the family to a nearby pub. And I feel like there is this one pub in particular that you would go to as a family and just have a meal out sometimes, or go for a drink there. Now it sounds like you again.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Okay. I do feel like Dad, he's very much a fun gentleman. I do feel like there's practical jokes at play there as well. He just has this lovely way about him. I know you said that he was a little bit stern there, and I think that's more an element of him. Yeah, I wouldn't say stern so much, but stern is a word, but firm. It's more like he was very much trying to guide you in the right direction. And just wanted the best for you, as it with his children. It wasn't a case of, like being overly stern, but there is that element of just wanting to, just to get you to do the right, to study a little bit harder, to try a bit harder, to, like put your best foot in front of each other, just so that you could kind of go forward in life, having that good education behind you. You think you're also bringing in your brother too, blending both their energies. Okay.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, okay, let's see what we've got there. So Dad was under the age of 65 when he passed. Have we got that right? I just want to make sure. And with your brother, so your brother is in spirit. I feel if we were with the right person, that we're talking under the age of 40. Would that make sense for you? Just want to make sure that we've got the right connection there. Yes, brother, fun peacemaker, like his music. Okay, and okay, Dad. Yeah. Okay, so with the brother, I do see him playing an acoustic guitar, and I think your dad passed 63. Okay, I'm so sorry, because, and your brother as well. It's awful when we do lose our loved ones. Your brother was 42. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that confirmation. Okay,
very close connection between the two of them.
And I think that's why we're getting the blend coming in together, because I think sometimes when one steps forward, another one steps in quickly as well, because they're like, oh, don't forget about me, let me come in as well. Is there a birthday coming up for one of these? Now, I've written a date down here. I don't often write things down, but I've actually written down the 11th of September. So I don't know if that date is relevant around either one of those or for you. There's also a love of spiders. So, which sounds strange, but like those big, chunky, big spiders I'm talking about, the type that you keep as pets. I'm seeing one of those for some reason, and I don't know what the connection is. A very famous singer just passed an island. We used to go to the gigs with him together. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I just feel we've got the two energies going on there, but they're both very, very kind of lively. And I think like when they got together, it was hard to get a word in edgeways because they just would kind of keep talking. But they're saying that
it's interesting the connection between the two of them. There's times when they would have got on extremely well, but there would have been times when almost their similarities would have actually clashed. You got the obsession with spiders and insects. I must admit, when Claire said that, I thought, really? Yeah. But okay, and very much almost a. Yeah, you can see the hand with the spider on it. Yeah, very much get that. Okay. Right. Very much with this. With I'm trying to think who I'm with. I'm actually with this. I was going to say. Who are you with at the moment?
I think also Dad.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of Brian as well around the family? Because they're just saying to talk about Brian. So I'm not sure how that connects in with you there, but just wondering if you can take the date of the 11th of September with either of those or for yourself.
Or the 12th of August. Again, the 12th of August as well. It really is resonating with me at the moment. Your brother, once again, a very lively chap. Clean the house up for a team last Wednesday, very similar. Okay, right, okay, we understand, yeah, definitely. So it is very much a case of, it's unusual. It is like they've actually come through to actually sort of almost, it's a joint message from two different perspectives, a bit like the way we work.
Yeah.
September
is your date your niece and nephew are baptised. Okay.
Oh, excellent.
They wanted to just bring that forward because they know how important dates are. Okay, a couple of things. Okay, lovely.
So that's literally a day out.
That's
from
nice confirmation there.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Yeah.
You've got a big family, but they're all very, very loving. And I think, as Thor said, they've both come forward together at the same time because Spirit can do that. And why not? Why, it's just, if they can do it, then come forward. But I think, like you say, we've got elements of both of them here. But how wonderful.
It's almost a joint hug.
Do that.
This is the way I'm saying it. It is literally a case of, and it's very, very, they're very close together, very warm together. It's very much a loving combination. It's
family.
Yeah, it is. It's very much, you get that feeling with them as well. You're drawn to them, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I think it's very much like you said. He was drawn to actually come forward immediately at the beginning, and it was very much a beautiful, strong energy that this chap has. Yeah,
they really are. So I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing better than you think you are. I think sometimes you feel that you're struggling, and you're really not. What they're saying is that that you're actually, you're there. You're made of strong stuff. Yeah, is what they want to say.
Feel their love. That love is there for you in the same way it would have been whilst they were actually here with you. They are coming forward in force. To be honest, I'm getting the rest of the family behind them.
They all want to jump in. They all want to jump in.
It's very much a move forward. So I think, basically, there's a lot of love for you. There's a lot of comfort for you. You need comfort at the moment. This is what we're actually saying, and it is a case of keep pushing forward. You're achieving what you want to go. You're going where you want to be, and things will improve. Things will improve. Ask out. State your intentions, state your requests in there, and the universe will help you. They will help you where they can.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're seeing owls everywhere. Okay. Well, that's a wonderful sign because the owl is a representation of the wisdom and the freedom of flight. So when we think about animals with wings, it's about having that freedom just to rise above whatever you've had to deal with and whatever's been going on around in your life. Just kind of rise above it and look. You say it's a sign of someone about to pass. I've not heard of that. I must be honest with you.
I would say it's more a sign of silent strength
and comfort.
If you get an owl, I do a lot of walks in nature, and you get the angels. The angels. You get the angels. Whether you get the owls come past, and literally you don't hear them. All of a sudden they're there.
Just that silent wisdom and strength. And upliftment as well.
It's strength. It's strength, and it's also look all around as well. Don't freak out.
No,
take comfort in it. Take comfort.
Please don't see the owls as something to be fearful of, because as I say, I've got a lot of oracle card decks with owls, and they always represent wisdom and about flying above. Sorry to hear your aunt is very weak. When people are poorly, I think all you can do is be there and send that healing, because when we think of positive intentions for somebody and we want to express that healing like we do in church, that really does go far. I know the powerful effect of healing when it's sent with good intentions. So please try not to worry about
feel their love with you, and their love. They will work with you.
Okay. We will leave their love with you, just because I know we're limited on time, but we do thank you for working with us and for your brother and father for coming forward this evening.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Do you have somebody else?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Thank you, Angela.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you.
Yeah. So I have a lady with us now. She's quite a short lady. When I say short, I'm taking her to be around 5 foot tall. Now, I do get a feeling this lady was a little bit taller before she passed. She's actually got much as
A bit of shrinking going
well, a
on.
little bit of shrinking going on. But this lady. She didn't have grey hair. I'm getting a mousy coloured hair. She dyed her hair right to the end, bless her. But she was very, very sprightly, very energetic. What I'm getting with this lady as well, she's also, dare I use the word, territorial.
Okay.
She's lovely, absolutely lovely, but don't overstep your mark with her. More likely so actually with regard to property or anything like that. If someone were to actually come forward and actually, if you like, for example, park on across a driveway or something like that, this lady would be out there in force. And everyone would be shocked because that's not her normal form, but she was very, very territorial in nature.
Yeah.
Have you got this lady
I
as
do
well?
feel this lady.
Yeah.
I do feel this lady is a grandmother and a mum as well. So so that makes sense. Mum and grandmother. So I do feel she's talking about her grandchildren being the apples of her eye, and she's a loving lady. But as Thor said, she just she very much knows her own mind, and she's like a lioness protecting her cubs, shall we say. So
yes.
This lady likes to protect her family. She's like the matriarch of the family as well, because I feel like she kept everybody together. I do keep seeing the number 4, so I'm not sure if she has 4 children or if there are 4 grandchildren that she's talking about, but she's very, very proud of each and every one of you. Nicola, okay, so you're saying that your nan was very much that way.
You've got the number 4.
Yep.
I've got the number 43.
Okay.
Now, I definitely don't think that was her age, but I do believe it could be an address or
house
nature.
number.
It's a very important number
Okay.
to her. Now, she was.
Okay, somebody's saying, a few of you saying it could be your grandmother. I know the name of Anne connects with this lady. Again, I don't know if this is her name that she's trying to give there or somebody in her family.
And
so
also
it could be
Jean or Jeanette.
And Jean or Jeanette.
Yeah.
So if any of those names resonate with any of you, and the few of you are saying that this lovely lady had 4 children. I know that
Yes.
4 is important. She's very much a lady of being independent. She liked to keep the house clean and to do as much as she possibly could. She didn't like to rely on anybody. Okay, yes, you can take, and Jean, I can take it. Okay, Rebecca, can we work with you if we may, please? Just because if you can take those names there. But everybody else do still please listen, because as always, I always say to everybody that just because we go to one person, the message is within the message. So there's elements there that might resonate with some others. So please do listen in. So this lady does feel very, very powerful. I do feel that her husband passed before her, because I'm seeing her towards the end of her life being on her own. She didn't like to Anne was her middle names. Okay, thank you. She didn't like people fussing around her. She liked to just get on and try and do things to the best of her ability, and she feels very much like that was important to her.
Very rarely slowed down.
No, she liked to keep her dignity as well.
Yes.
I know that when her husband went to Spirit, she really did struggle with that. Is there an A name with him as well? So I'm just hearing, like, I'm not getting the name, like Alan or Albert, something like that. But yeah, I'm just feeling like an A name is connected there with her husband there. She's talking about the pride of the 4 children. Is there a connection, Rebecca, for you with the East End? Because I do feel like this lady, it's almost like the sort of do a men brigade of kind of that sort of, Albert was his son. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Just, I love it when the evidence is so spot on, because it just is. It's good
Everyone
there.
else still
Please
keep
still keep listening. But I do feel like that sort of East End fighting spirit. It's almost like you look after your own, you look after everybody from the East End. Okay, thank you. Is Stepney there? I just wanted to say Stepney. It was out my mouth before I could even stop it there. She's just so proud to come through. And did she teach you card games when you were young? Like, I don't know. I was about to say like gin rummy. I don't want you drinking gin as a child, but you know that gin rummy.
Something to do with thimbles as well.
Yeah, collecting thimbles.
She's literally put a hand up to me with 5 thimbles on.
Yeah, just the little thimbles there.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah.
You always remember her as just sort of like and card games. Great, thank you.
Okay.
Just being a fun grandma, you know, like she just loved you being and thimbles. Oh, fantastic! Thank you.
Okay.
Love it when spirit tell
Yeah.
us. Yeah, they give us those aren't they? That
Right.
evidence when it's so clear like that is just wonderful. She's a strong character. She's straight there, but she's saying that you need to keep up the good fight. You need to put all the thimbles on all your fingers.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
What a wonderful, wonderful lady. And I know she's quite small in build, but you know she's
big in
powerful.
stature.
Yeah, she's not taking any nonsense, this lady. And she's talking about as well memory of going, I really want to go right back with this. It's kind of way before our time. But you know, like the old tea dances where she's talking about the good old days where people used to get together, didn't have a lot of money, but you know what, it was like the good old days. And about she's talking as well about the Queen's Jubilee as well, and doing that celebration there, and just having that, you know, that good fun. But she's saying for you, she wouldn't take any nonsense, and she's saying for you not to take any nonsense at this moment in time either. Keep up that fighting spirit. I don't know what that is, but she's just saying that go about it the right way. There's something that
is drawing her attention at this point in time. She's stepped forward, and the way I've actually seen it, it's almost as if she steps in front of us to actually almost in the way that she would step in front of you, and actually there's something that you need to get settled, and it's almost like she's stepping forward to say, I would do this. This is how I would do this. If I were here, I'd be stepping in front between the two of you, but you need to actually stand firm with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something you need to argue your point on, but okay, someone around you is in trouble. Okay. She's saying you need to argue your point, but do it in the right way.
Don't get too involved.
No, and it's about doing it in the right way. There's a difference between being assertive and being aggressive, and she's just saying that sometimes saying nothing at all is saying absolutely everything as well. But whatever it is that you're tackling at the moment, you know, it's quite private, but she's just saying just get all your ducks in a row first and figure out how you need to deal with it, rather than just going steaming straight in and then dealing with the fallout. So just try and kind of when you get that moment that you need to step forward, you will feel your eyes going to get. I'm getting the feeling you're going to get tapped on the shoulder, which is quite funny, really, because I get the feeling she's going to be doing that. But because of the size of her, bless her. But it's almost you know, now is your moment, and behave. Exactly that. And this is a strange one, and please don't worry about this because there's nothing to be concerned of. But with a washing machine, she's talking about somebody buying a new washing machine, and I don't feel it's because there's a problem with the existing washing machine. It's because something to do with the colour of the washing machine now doesn't match the kitchen or something like that. You're giver and sick of takers. Okay, she's saying you need to get your boundaries in place.
Yes.
So just you know,
she had good boundaries, and she's expecting you to do the same.
It's lovely to be a lovely person, but sometimes people, it's a bit like before said, you've got to put your oxygen mask on first, and then kind of just give your energy to where it is needed most, but also to yourself. Because if you're depleted and lacking, you then can't help other people. But
I'm getting
I
don't know why I do think this lady would have done this, but she's just gone.
But just going back to the washing machine, so you're thinking of buying a washing machine but needs to match my kitchen. She's saying the colour of the washing machine that you've got, there's nothing wrong with the washing machine. And she said, oh dear blimey, you know, in my day we made do with a scrubbing board and a brush. But she's laughing because she's saying, if you want that washing machine, go and buy it, and just and it will make you happy. It'll bring you a bit of happiness just to have it so it's all nice and matching. And
with this lady, it's interesting when she's talking about the washing machine. She's actually, this lady would have worn the same type of clothing all the time.
I see her in dresses, but it's not so the dresses are like not down to the floor, they're not they're just sort of below the knee. She's quite like a smart dresser. She's very much she's talking about you know, like C&A and Marks and Spencer's, those sort of types of dresses. She's quite a sort of nicely dressed lady.
She would have worn colour only to go out with. Normally she quite natural colours. Going out, it was colour.
But I do see her dressed up with lipstick. I do see the lipstick being important. It's almost like everything else could be a little bit plain, but the lipstick is important, and that's right, just below the knee. Okay, but know that Nanny's with you, always by your side and watching out for you. But put those boundaries in place because you have to protect yourself. But the last thing she wants to add there is about the beautiful forget-me-not flowers. I don't know if you have any of those in your garden at all, but maybe if you can, just get some seeds or the plant. They're beautiful, they're tiny, but they're little beautiful blue flowers. But she's saying, I know you could never forget
She's
about me.
She's saying to me, you'd never forget
her. But she just loves
she's confident with that.
But she loves the colour of these little forget-me-not flowers, and if you can, would you do that for her?
Okay.
But we will leave her love with you, and we hope that message resonates.
Stay strong.
Stay strong.
Stay strong. Take her strength with you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So I do have a very, very different lady wanting to come forward. And I do feel that this lady passed a spirit under the age of 50, because I do feel she's in her 40s, kind of going towards 50. When she passes, I know that she has children and she's left them behind, and I know this lady passed with a cancerous condition. I want to go to the chest area with her condition now, and I do know that this lady is talking about her sister as well. So I don't know if one of you has lost a sister to spirit in those circumstances, and that information fits there. But she's very much she's almost quite a shy lady, because so with Rebecca's grandmother coming forward there, she was quite lively, quite full of sort of energy and coming forward there. But this lady now, she feels it's almost like she's been patiently waiting to kind of step forward. And Walthamstow 123, you might be with me. Okay, thank you.
Respectful.
She is, and
she's too worried about disrespecting somebody by stepping forward.
She wouldn't be the type of person that would push in a queue by any stretch.
A respecter of professionals
she's
as well.
Quite peaceful.
If you had, for example, a doctor turns around and says, right, you've got to do this, she would take the letter to the law.
Yes, she would. She would listen to every word that's said to her.
Yeah.
She just feels like a really lovely, kind lady, and just very, very peaceful, and just the type of person that would just always love to help other people. And I know that's an easy thing to say, but I just feel that it was important to her that the family were all okay before she passed, because I know she had a little bit of time just to get everything in place, and try to kind of prepare the family and prepare other people and friends just as much as she possibly could. As I say, I feel that she's under the age of 50 when she passes to spirit, and I know that she has left children behind. I'm seeing 3 children, and I know that I feel that there's 2 sons and a daughter with that. I may be a little bit off with that, but I do feel 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter there.
I have a date of the 3rd of May.
The 3rd of May, okay. So hopefully
it's been given to me as well.
Hopefully that will resonate.
Yes.
She just feels very. It's like she's come forward, just wanting to be recognised, and as I say, being a sister was of utmost importance to her as well. And I know we say that she's a little bit shy and a little bit quiet, but there is that element of fun with her. Like when you have somebody that, if they're with people that they don't know, they might be a little bit quiet and a little bit shy. But once they get to know you and they come out of their sort of shyness and their personality starts to come out, you realise that actually they're really like kind of good fun, and they've got a lot of chat. It does move
forward quite quickly because she's warming up to us as we go.
She's just coming forward there.
Us. Yeah.
Okay, so Walthamstow 123, we may be with you, and Julie Eames, sounds like a bit like your sister there. Okay, the way I'm seeing this lady is she's got, it's like blondish hair, but it's got like a little bit of brown with it there as well, and I feel like her hair is about this sort of length, so just past the shoulder length. But I do know that often she would hold it have it tied up in a ponytail. That's there awesome. And I see her wearing jeans and a white t-shirt, and I feel like she was most comfortable in her jeans and t-shirts. Of course she could dress up if she was going out, but she just liked to kind of she feels that she did a lot of running around as well. Oh, she had short hair. Okay, thank you. And Catherine, okay, your mum was the eldest of 18, but she had 5, me, my 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Okay, let's just see where we go with that. So I feel like this lady would have spent a lot of time rushing around, because I don't see her sitting down very often, and I see her wearing trainers, And I feel like she was just constantly on the go, trying to do everything for everybody else. Does that make sense for you? I know she has a real distinct perfume. I'm not getting the name of it just yet, but she's making me smell that lovely perfume. And it's like she had the same perfume for many years, and she would be known for that perfume. So I'm not sure what that is.
No.
But it's like this beautiful perfume that she wears, and people remember her for that, because like she just would smell amazing.
I'm thinking there's a smell, something else that's coming through, and I can't remember what it is. It's frustrating.
Okay. And I do feel there is a Jane name as well. I want to give the name of Joe around her as well. Not with you, sorry. Okay. I do want to give the name of Joe around her. I don't know if that's short for like Joanna or Joanne. But the name of Joe is with her. But as I say, with the names, when we give a name, we're never quite sure if it's Spirit giving us their name, which will be lovely, or they're giving us the name of somebody else in Spirit or somebody here. So it's always that kind of like we're trying to figure out who the name fits with.
She was very, very capable, very capable of but there would be times when if things got a little bit too much for her, she wouldn't necessarily speak up when she should have.
Again, that shyness.
Very shy. She wouldn't want to impose on somebody else. I
just feel with her, she's very much she just loved to just help other people. And somebody said there, I missed a comment there about your mum was the eldest of 18, but she had 5 children, so she had 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and yourself. She just this lady just feels like full of energy, and she just, as I say, the shyness is there, but it feels like she would warm up and
I
and
found
get to
a
know
way.
people.
She was actually saying to me, and like I say, but yes, she does. She's warmed up very quickly to us. But you do get the feeling she was very much very capable, but very quiet with it. She wasn't an overly proud person. And she would work. She was very good working with people.
And I don't know if she worked with children with special needs, but she's just given me that impression there as well, that was important work for her. So if she didn't do that as a job, she would have known children. She would have helped with. As I say, she just feels very, very motherly. It's like she just loved nothing more than being a mum herself and helping others with children as well. I say the name of Joe. She does also want to talk about the person that this is with is having an issue with a car at the minute. I just feel that there's something, it's not a major issue, but I just feel it's like a Stewis MOT or something like that. And whoever the message is for, they're kind of just thinking, oh, I can't get through its MOT. Talking about that, and I want to say like a silver car. So I don't know if that resonates with anyone. I know it sounds quite specific, but okay, so it's her birthday. No, not your car. Okay, your daughter is May. I worked with hearing impaired people. Okay, Catherine. Okay, that does sound like we could be with you there. And Walthamstow is not you regarding the car. Okay, so Catherine, I'm not sure if the car bit fits there with you. Let's say it was just a case of an issue with the car, and just failed MOT. Okay, great. Thank you for confirming. Okay, I do think we are with you there.
This lady was very capable as a seamstress as well. She was very capable of you say about make do and mend. She was very capable of, if something wasn't quite right, she could find a way of getting it to keep going until someone was able to get a different one. And it's very much a case. I think she's relating to the car as well, in what she's actually saying here. That there's do what is necessary to do to get that car where it needs to be, but don't be overly extravagant. But make sure it's safe. That's the important thing.
Get the car situation sorted out.
Yes.
She's talking about a love of angels. Somebody has like a statue of an angel. So I don't know if this is you or someone in the family, but it's like a statue of an angel by a picture of her. She's talking about that.
It's by lighting as well.
So
you can see the light onto that angel.
It's like a statue of an angel by her picture. So I don't know if that makes sense for you. But she's just talking about as well, I want to go to Christmas this year, that you're doing something different at Christmas this year. She's not showing me what that is. I don't know if you're thinking about going away or doing something different, but she's just saying, just enjoy yourselves. It's just about, just getting out there, doing what you want to do, and just enjoying your time, and just having a lovely time there. Christmas is always difficult when we've lost our loved ones, because we, life changes, and And when our loved ones are not physically here with us, it's a very different experience. You just put that on her grave.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's lovely.
Okay, yeah.
Well, she's very, very
So,
grateful for the
very
angels. She
grateful.
loves her angels, and she was like an angel. She really is, because her personality is just so peaceful. And I think a lot of people would have spoken to her and come away from those conversations just feeling better and feeling uplifted, and just like the weight has gone from their shoulders if they had a problem. She was the one to go
I'm
to.
getting the feeling, and I think this may be the reason why this lady's come forward. I'm getting the feeling that there's a slight disagreement here with somebody. And what she's actually saying to me is, don't sit back with it. If things need to be said, step forward, say it. Be gentle, be careful, but work with it. She was very good, like I say, she was very good at working with people, and she's saying don't let things lie, because that can make things fester and get worse. She's saying come forward, step with it, work with it, be strong. And she's saying you are strong, but she's saying just think how she would do it as well.
The last thing she wants to give is the daffodil. And I'm not sure what the importance of the daffodil is for you between the two of you, but I know that this is important to her. It might just well be the colour. But I always feel, as Thor just said about the daffodils relating to April, the month. So I'm not sure if she's trying to bring the month forward, or she's trying to give you the colour of the yellow, or the upliftment, or the actual flower itself. But I just feel that is important with her to get that forward there for you.
Yes.
So you're not sure who that is.
Right, okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. We will live our love with you, and we hope that the information there resonated with you.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. I've got another gentleman.
Okay.
Once again, I've got the shorter people today. He's quite a short gentleman. I would say around 5 foot tall. Quite slim. Now, this gentleman would have actually been he would have been quite physical in his time. I was going to say muscular, but more of a sinewy muscular, not a big chap, not a bulky chap, but he was very, very strong for his size. And he's very proud of that as well. I'm seeing this chap with a wheelbarrow.
Okay.
And a wheelbarrow, and it's building materials. It's not, I say that, it's building materials, it's patio slabs. It's very, very clear with it as well. It's not plants, it's not gardens, it's slabs. And he's very, very strong. But it's interesting because he's actually showing me as he got older, so he was actually much slimmer and he wasn't able to move it. So he's saying that in his time, he was good with the wheelbarrow. He was very proud of that.
Yeah.
Interesting. I got the words hod carrier as well. So with this gentleman, it's a pleasure, Catherine. With this gentleman, I'm getting that this chap actually used to work on a building site. He was quite tough, and very capable. And if anything, he was almost the pit bull of the site. And then when I say that, not with temper, not with mood or mannerisms, but he could move things, and he could move things quickly and firmly, not always safely. I get it with what I'm saying, but he was a very good man for moving things around and getting things from A to B. This chap is also very keen with regard to time. He was he was a site manager, Angela. That may be the chap. He's very, very, I've got a sense of control, but time is very important to him as well. Time is very important to when people are on site, when people are off site. He was always on time. He would never actually miss the mark. Definitely not. That was a big no-no, even if it meant if he was going to be half an hour early. He wasn't going to take that chance.
Yeah.
If you got the chat?
Do you know the name of Declan around him, Angela? I don't know if that name resonates around him or somebody you might know here, but that name just come forward with him.
I've got Stanley.
Stanley. Okay, so we have the names Declan and Stanley there. Yeah. I do see this gentleman, as I say, as Thor said, being quite sort of muscular and but quite short as well, but just full of energy there. And yes, Declan, you've done it. Okay, great, thank you for confirming that. Was that his name or a name around him? Because I just feel that it's like I love it when they give names. And yes, to Stanley. Okay, great, thank you. Yes, so this gentleman, he's just full of energy, and it's just like I don't see him sitting still, and I don't feel that like when he stopped his working day that he would just go and sit still. He liked to be on the go, and he liked to be on the move.
Do you know how I see him? I see him very much, you see the picture, the famous picture with all the guys sitting on a steel beam
Yes.
over New York.
Yeah. Okay.
That's very much how I see this gentleman.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Corey, you said this could be your husband, did various buildings. Okay.
Well, 6'2". He's much shorter. Our chap was much shorter than that.
Yeah, I'm seeing a short chat,
Definitely.
but still,
Yeah.
please listen,
Yeah.
because what happens sometimes, as I say, the evidence, it can spread across several people,
Yes.
because there might be elements that Spirit want to bring forward that resonate with somebody else, but not with the person that we're giving the message to. Because I think, on a forum like this, they will try their best to reach all their loved ones. So,
I'm getting the word pocket rocket.
okay, and he's about 5 foot nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
And Karen,
Yeah.
your dad used to use a wheelbarrow on the buildings for a while. Okay,
Mm.
brilliant. So we've got a few connections going on there. Okay, so
Okay. This chap has got a flat cap on. This
Yes.
is what I was saying about the other as well.
yeah, because I
Yeah.
do feel he's got a shaved head, and I do feel it's like the hat is
Yeah.
like there in winter to keep it warm, and there in summer to protect it from sunburn. So if it's not a shaved head, I do feel like the hair is very, very short. It certainly feels that way to me.
You
But
could almost mistake this man for being ex-forces.
yeah, it just feels like well built, but
Rigid.
I feel that he's had a few different things in his lifetime. I just feel that he's, and it's going to sound really rude, and please don't think I mean this, but he's like a jack of all trades, and he's
Yeah.
laughing with this because he's saying, "Yeah, I was," because he could turn his hand to several things. It wasn't just like he just did say like the site foreman or anything like that. There was a lot of other elements. So if a bit of plumbing needed doing, he would know the basics of how to do that. He could do the electrics. He was one of these types of people that could do a bit of everything, and he feels like a bit of a tough cookie as well.
We've
That
got a number of different people
There's a
coming
few of
through.
you,
Now,
okay.
I've asked this gentleman to give me evidence
Mhm.
of something that would be specific to him. And what
Okay.
he's actually come up with was a box of Swanvesta matches.
Swanvesta matches. Okay, that's quite an old-fashioned thing, isn't it?
It is.
Swanvesta matches.
And it's the big boxes that they
Okay.
There, yeah, the big box, they used to be big yellow
Yeah.
boxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Corey, you can also take that information.
Right, okay.
Officer in the Merchant Navy.
Okay.
Okay, because I just feel, as I say, this gentleman is very much like he's a strong character, and there's no nonsense with him. Oh, okay, Angela, you were using the matches last week. Okay,
Okay.
thank you. He
Can I ask? Well, I'm not going to ask a question, but I'm going to say what I'm getting with this gentleman is he was a fighter. I'm getting boxing,
yeah.
and he must have been featherweight because he was a very small chap, but very much boxing. And he wasn't a fighter. He wasn't an awkward character or anything else. He was very, very well mannered. But I get the understanding from him that he was actually quite good. If you had a situation where you said, right, we're going to have a match, he'd be there.
Yeah.
And he'd be good as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he wasn't worried about someone bigger than him either.
No, I just feel like he could. He could look
Pack a
after
punch.
himself if he needed to.
Yeah.
He's also talking about love of, Only Fools and Horses, Del Boy and Rodney. He's talking about that as well, having a love of that. And just literally just being a real good family man. I know that there is children with this gentleman as well. I'm seeing, I want to say 2 children. If it's more than 2 children, the 2 children at the moment in time are of utmost importance. So I don't know if there's changes going on around 2 children, if there's more than 2, but I'm just seeing 2. So it's either
I see
he's
a
got 2
photograph
children.
with one on the arm and one on the knee.
Yeah. So it's either he's got 2 children and that's fine, or there's more than 2 children, but the 2 children in the fan of several children he wants to come to talk about.
It could be referring to this. This photograph is very definite.
Yeah.
It's definitely, like I say, one on the arm, one on the knee. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
he's done a bit of boxing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you,
okay.
Karen. Okay. So I know with Spirit, I think we've got elements of so many different ones coming forward.
Yeah.
2 children, boy and a girl. Okay,
Yeah,
Corey.
yeah.
Thank you. Just because I think, they really do piggyback on with each other, because if you've got 2 people very, very similar in life and how they would appear, then they're going to kind of like come in. And I feel like this chap he's very much like that. He's like,
Right, so he's a great timekeeper.
yeah,
He wears dungarees as well.
okay.
I've got dungarees and a vest.
Yeah.
And a white vest. It's messy white vest and dungarees on as well, and strong black boots.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just
Yeah.
sitting there with the image, but his image at home would have been very smart.
Mm.
He liked his flat cap. He would actually dress with a shirt and trousers. So he yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I just feel like with him, it's just he stepped forward because there's just so much energy and so much love there. And Corey, I know you're talking about your two children, a boy and a girl there as well. And again, I think when Spirit come forward, they just want to bring their love forward and try and give as much as they possibly can, because it takes them a lot of energy to step forward and to work through a medium as well. So we do have to bear that in mind. But I just want to give the name of Billy as well around him. So hopefully that will resonate with one of you, the name of Billy. And also he's talking to me about taking me to March as well, being important for a birthday. It's somebody's big birthday coming up next March. I say I don't feel it's been this year, Billy. Yes, okay, thank you. I just feel we want to go to March next year because there's a big birthday coming up, and I do feel this birthday is around a lady, because I do feel it's quite a good age this lady is celebrating. So I want to go around to like the 80 or the 85 mark with this. But I just want to bring the 3rd of March.
March 3rd,
okay.
I'm getting.
3rd of March.
And I'm also getting Kensington as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know that that life was important to this man, and I feel like he lived it to the absolute fullest. And I just feel that he just literally. Oh, thank you, Nicola. Have a lovely evening. Later on, Smart Clothes had a friend Billy. March is his birthday. Oh, okay, Corey.
Yeah.
And thank you for confirming that as well. I think, when Spirit come forward with all this love, it's just lovely to get these messages, and just even if it's only a snippet of evidence, but that resonates with you, then it's wonderful, because as I say, they do like to come through and just try and give as much sort of information as they can.
Yes. Okay.
So we will leave his love with all of you. I know a few of you could take
If
big
it
snippets
helps,
of it.
Kensington and Piccadilly. I know you said Piccadilly there, but yeah.
Maybe you like Piccadilly
Maybe like
sandwiches.
Piccadilly. Okay.
Piccadilly
Right.
may be important,
Yeah.
but Piccadilly in London, and also
Yes,
Kensington. So hopefully that
Okay.
resonates with one of you as well.
Okay. Thank you.
But unfortunately, we have run out of time. So we do hope that you've had a lovely evening with us, and thank you very much for joining us.
Okay. As a final thing,
Yep.
a large daisy. This
Yes.
gentleman's passed me a large daisy,
Yeah.
and it's of particular importance, purple. Okay.
So thank
Lovely.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Have a lovely evening,
Yeah, thank you very
and
much.
thank you
Susan.
for joining us.
Thank you very much for your
Very much
lovely
appreciate it.
comments on the comments there. Thank you.
Right. Okay. So we'll do a quick one whilst we're waiting.
I don't know.
That's good. Okay. Right. See if we can get some more with Let's see if we'll get some more for this chat whilst we're still on. Okay. What more can we take? Can you get any more for this wonderful chat?
Dawn, you've asked for that daisy as a sign. Oh, how wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Lovely. And it's the same colour as this.
Yeah, just really, that's a lovely sign from Spirit, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
definitely so.
thank you.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get more whilst we're on.
Yeah. And your mother's name was Daisy. Oh, Karen. Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, as I say, I think Spirit always bring forward that wonderful evidence, and whatever connection we're giving, I think if there's elements that you can take of it, by all means take them, because I think, as I say, Spirit will try their absolute hardest to come through and give that much needed comfort and that much needed evidence that they are still with us, and that they are around us and looking after us and supporting us and giving us that upliftment. Like when we need it the most, when we think of our loved ones, and we think, are they okay, and we might worry about them, but just to know that they are with us, it just gives you that comfort. And we get those signs as well, when we might see rainbows or feathers, or we get a little robin on the fence. I know for Thor and I, unfortunately, we lost our little dog 3 months ago. Some of you may have seen her on here before, Little Pepper. And within days of her passing, back on the 14th of May, we were having feathers appearing in random places. And
Crazy places.
And one day we had the back door open, and a beautiful dragonfly flew into our home and landed on the cupboard where we would keep all her treats and all her food. So I think, that's always, to have that is a pure
removed
sign.
it from the cupboard.
Yeah.
It went back.
Yeah. So I think, when Spirit's send those signs, it's lovely, but please do ask, and don't ever be afraid to ask for those signs as well, because they will always come forward. And even if it's just, something simple like a rainbow, but isn't that a wonderful thing to see a rainbow, or a shooting star, or a little feather, or a little robin?
Ask out for it.
Yeah, it's just important.
Even just a touch, or brush on the cheek, anything.
Yeah, you feel
take note when it
Spirit.
happens.
And also dreams as well are an important one as well. Dreams are lovely to have those visitations there. So I do still think we have a bit of time. I thought we'd run out of time, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. So should we try and have a quick connection for something?
Try a quick one.
Okay, let's try a quick connection. Okay.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, Dawn. That's so random. Okay, so we do have a lady coming forward, and I do know that this lady is Mum. She feels very much loving. Straight away she come forward, and very much a loving mum there. And I know that this lady passed around 68, 69, which is quite specific, but she's telling me that I passed under the age of 70, and it's important that I say that, so I shall. I know this lady just loved being a mum. She also had grandchildren there as well. And I do feel that there has been a grandchild born since she has passed a spirit, and she just wants to come forward and say, I know about the grandchild that's been born since I
This
passed.
lady had a condition with her heart.
Yes,
I can feel it. I can feel a sharp pain.
I do feel it's like a heart failure condition. I don't feel it was necessarily known about. So we just had a message come up saying no Frank's cards tonight, wishing you a lovely week. Okay. So yeah, I just so this lady's come forward just to say it's important that I just come forward quickly. I know we're sort of running out of time, but she just wanted to say hello. And she was like that in life. She would just sort of pop in, and she feels to me like the type of lady. She didn't want to sort of disturb people. She didn't want to sort of make a fuss, but she would just come and say, I just wanted to say a quick hello, and then I'll leave you to it. Okay, Dawn, that does sounds like your mum. You can't take the new grandchild, but heart failure, yes. Okay,
Yes.
Dawn.
Okay. She's popping by to say hi, to send her love.
Yeah, she passed at 67.
and to give you a big hug.
Yeah, she just wants to. It's like a comfort blanket.
It is.
It's very much.
It's not a strong hug because she didn't. I get the feeling she did have a great deal of strength towards the end, bless her. But that love coming out of that hug is fantastic.
It just feels this lady was here for everybody. Yeah. Very much a cup of tea and sort the world to rights type of lady. Yeah. Okay, and Angie, you said your aunt was 68 and 2 daughters. Okay. I just feel that this lady is very much just wanting to give that sort of upliftment. When you have a grandson she didn't get to know. Okay, thank you. This lady is just full of love, and she's talking about lemon drizzle cake as well. I have to chuck that in there. Cup of tea and a nice big slab of lemon drizzle cake. We love a bit of lemon drizzle cake in this house. But she's full of fun there, and she's just lovely. She wasn't a huggy person, really. That might be why. Okay, yeah. But would you understand this lady liking to be wrapped up and warm in winter? It's almost like I see her going into a hibernation mode. Like it was literally like as soon as sort of October came.
Quite cold.
Yeah.
When I say cold, not as a nature, not as a way,
Just
but she always
body.
needed to warm up.
Yeah. She was a cake maker. She loved her cake. Okay.
Yeah.
I just feel with her, I say, when I'm talking about putting the comfort blanket around, it is almost like she just wants to wrap that around you, and it's like wrap you up and just give you that comfort as well. But I do feel it's like I say, she had her set periods of time. It's almost like we come to October and the doors get shut and I wrap up and heating always on full blast. And she said, I'd just like to wrap up and watch my soaps and sit on the sofa and just relax. Not to say that she didn't like going out, because she did, and I feel like she was quite sociable when she was out. And Angie was saying this lady was always in a woolly jumper, because she just feels like she needs to wrap up and be kept warm there. So she likes to be nice and snug and toasty, but she just feels like she just likes to be wrapped. I want to go back to October with her as well, because I was just about to move on and say something else, but they're saying no, go back to October. I want to go around about the 10th of October.
I was getting the 11th.
You're getting the 11th. Okay, so should we say the 10th or the 11th? Okay. Okay, Dawn, you didn't talk when she passed. Unfortunately, do you know? I think when people pass the spirit, that's not important to them.
I'm a great believer that everything happens for. You didn't talk because of some reason, because of some issues. I always think that Spirit will always be there for you. So if you
that's
can
not
still
important.
talk to her now,
Yeah,
quite
don't
honestly.
feel that that spirit carry that. When we pass from the physical body into the spirit world, everything that the heaviness that we may have had down here in our life, you know, it might have been a physical condition, or it might have been a mental condition, or something that was here. When people pass to spirit, none of that is important. It really doesn't matter. In the same way, like time doesn't matter, anything like that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this lady was your mum. She loves you, and you know, people have issues where they may not speak for a while. Could even be may not speak for a few years, but that doesn't matter when we get to the spirit world. So okay, so you and your partner got married in October, and Angie, you're saying October is her sister's birthday. That was the 21st. Okay, just felt like the 10th or 11th was important there. I don't know why I said the 10th or 11th.
Yeah.
We can never agree on anything, by the way, so it had to be two different. But
partnerships.
That's
yeah.
But she just feels like a lovely, lovely lady. And as I say, please don't think that the spirit ever hold anything like that of importance, because they really don't. And you know, that it just doesn't.
If anything, they end up with a bigger picture of the world and how things are, and they understand so much more.
It's such a bigger picture.
Exactly.
So yeah, please don't worry about that. Don't let that sit with you, because that love and that bond you have, it can never be broken. So it doesn't matter, you know, when you hear of people like moving away from family, or they just for whatever reason they part company and don't speak. It doesn't matter, because as I say, when we pass to spirit, that's not of importance. The bond, the love, and that connection is always there. You're most welcome, Dawn, because I say I know that we worry and we think, oh, maybe I should have said this.
If there's things still to be said, say them now.
Yeah, but do speak to her, because spirit are always around us. They can hear, and I know that, you know, if this was the other way round, you wouldn't want your mum being here and feeling like that. So you would want the best for her, and you would want her to ease that, and just to know that you were around her, giving her that love. So to think about that the other way around. So if you speak to her, she will hear you, and she will always be around you, giving you that love. So, but I do hope that has helped, and Angie as well, that you can take some of that information as well, because I know you're saying that your October is her sister's birthday, and you felt that this connection was with your auntie as well. So yeah, I do hope that has brought some peace for you both. But I feel that we should give you both a lovely flower just before we finish there. So Dawn, I want to give to you a beautiful peach rose from Spirit. And I know if you go onto Google, there is meaning behind A, the rose, and B, the peach colour. And for Angie, I would like to give you Lily of the Valley. They're telling me to give to you as well. So maybe that might resonate with your aunt, or for you, Lily of the Valley. But I know that there's a spiritual message connected to that flower as well.
Definitely.
So I do hope you've enjoyed yourselves this evening. It's been lovely to connect with you all, and I do know that we are out of time now, so we will leave our love there. But thank you very much for joining us.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, everyone, for attending.
Thank you.
Lily of the Valley.